Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Mary's Creative Decor. This is my project for today. I have this canvas and it is 24 by 36. Now, I started to use it for another project and changed my mind. So now I was in the Etsy shop and I saw this canvas. Now, I'm not exactly sure how they did this canvas, but I think I want to attempt something very similar. And here's a picture of it. I'll also insert it in above so you can see it a little bit better. And here's another picture of yet another one. Now these go for $200 to $500 depending on the size, but I'm going to again attempt to do something very similar. Now this board or this frame has already been primed in like a cream color, and I have this pillowcase that I have cut up. It is cotton and it has some stripes in it as well, but I have cut it in two pieces. This is a king size sheet, and this is what I'm going to use to start my project today. Now, the way I figured to do this, I could use Mod Podge, but then I thought that Mod Podge is not going to be heavy enough. So what I want to do is take my Plaster of Paris, and I want to mix Plaster of Paris in water. And I wanted to make it kind of like a paste and then a liquidy paste. I want to say consistent with maybe or tomato juice, something to that consistency, maybe a little heavier. And I have a bucket here with water in it. Right now this bucket is about a quarter of warm water in here, and I use warm because I'm gonna take the fabric once I mix the Plaster of Paris in there and mix up the warm water. So I'm just gonna step away, get some gloves, and I'm gonna come back. Now I'm ready to mix my Plaster of Paris. I'm gonna use this plastic lid to scoop Plaster of Paris into my bucket. Again, remember I'm looking for consistency to like a tomato juice or some kind of marinara sauce. So I am just going to mix it until I get the consistency I'm looking for. I want to mix it well, and then I'm going to take my pillowcase and I am going to dip it in the plaster. I want it to be saturated with the pasty substance, and then I'm going to take it and add it to my canvas. Now that I'm adding my fabric to my canvas, I want to spread it out and come up with a design that makes me happy. Now, I can't make the design that's on the poster board that I showed you, but I can make something that I'm happy with. So this may take a while, but you want to just play with the fabric until you get it in the desired look. And I already had the pillowcase, so that's why I needed the consistency of my plaster mix to be a little heavier because my sheet is a little lighter. Now, because my first piece of material didn't cover as much of the canvas I wanted covered, I took the second part of the sheet, split it in half, and I'm dipping it also in the plaster, and I'm going to use it on my canvas. strings to hang out. Now I have my desired look. I'm going to go and because it's a bit heavy, I'm going to have to let it dry for about 24 hours. So I'm going to let mine dry until tomorrow, and tomorrow I'll come back. I am back, and the plaster is dry on my piece, and it is very firm. There's a couple places where there's quite a bit of the material and it's not quite dry, but that's okay. Now I want to work on my frame. I'm going to take my champagne gold paint, and this is what it looks like, but I want it to be just a tad darker. To make the champagne gold a little darker, I'm going to mix a little pewter paint in with the champagne gold. I'm going to get my first coat of paint on my frame, add a second coat, and I'll come back for the next step. The paint is dry on my frame, and now I'm ready to paint the canvas. I'll be using Rust-Oleum white linen paint to paint the canvas. I have and you could stop here, but you know me. I'm going to use the rest of my white linen paint to paint the fabric on the piece. I'll dilute the paint with water to make sure that there's enough. To ensure I have a uniform look, I want to make sure that I tap paint or push paint in between all the crevices on my pillowcase. I'm going to let my paint dry and I'll be back. I'm back, it's dry, and I want to give my piece another layer of texture. I'm going to use my white iridescent glitter and school glue that I picked up from Dollar Tree. I'm going to add the school glue and water equal parts. I want to mix it up, and I'm going to use a chip brush to apply it to the fabric. I'll make sure Then I'll take my glitter and add it to the top of the piece while the glue mixture is still wet. I'll set it aside and let it dry for a few hours, and we'll come back for the reveal. Here is my canvas wall art complete. Absolutely stunning. You can see where I sprinkled the snowflake glitter on top just to give it a little bit more texture. I absolutely loved how it turned out. Now, of course, it's not like the picture I showed you, but it has the same concept. Let me know in the comment section, what do you think? Also on the canvas, you can see a bit of texture on the part where the canvas isn't. And to me, it also gives it more dimension and character. And here you can see you can hang my picture vertical or horizontal. Again, let me know, which one do you like? I decided to hang my picture here in my foyer as you walk up the stairs. Now there is a coat closet and there was nothing on that wall. To me, it makes it a really wonderful statement. Now all I need to do is add a mirror to the closet door. If you're watching and you're not a subscriber, now is the time to get subscribed. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Yes, I'm showing it horizontal because I love it this way, but because I created it for the haul, I have to hang it vertical. I am so happy that I tried this project. Let me say thank you all for watching and have a wonderful, wonderful day. God bless, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.